Time is about 6 after 6 p.m. About 15 like this after. And today is 28 March 2022. Alhamdulillah. In Great Netherlands, absolutely. I want to hint refugee center, PM. I want to hint something physics, as you know, we don't have a gravity issue, and for example, they said with Newton to discover the most important issue has with this force. As you know, we have electrophysical. Electrophysical, what is means? Electrophysical, that is a feminine wave. For example, in this great planet, we have something not exactly to say you. We have, for example, but we estimate that is 9 point, for example, 8 kilogram per on meter square. That is a totally electrophysical issue, and we have energy, for example, issue, and many you can to define with this electrophysical, for example, for hot or warm issue, at least with sun to explode, for example, four hydrogen convert to helium and makes, for example, energy as well. That is totally electrophysical. As a result, we have physically in dimension of atom, and not, for example, gravity, and not hot, not any. We have one issue is called electrophysical, not gravity, not any photon by photon. Totally, that it has issue with electrophysical. For example, some issue with before say gravity, as a for a sample, I think you to jump from up to down. That is issue with you, at least with totally in electrophysical issue to mix up and to down, and exactly means entropy plus electrophysical makes infinity feminine, and for example, we have as I said, only cosinus waves, not never we have, for example, down to up and like this to make, for example, sinus and like this. But I said again, with natural pretend to have issue with mathematical to calculate and like this. As a result, totally we have for any energy, any force, anything has issue with electrophysical, and exactly electrophysical that is not exactly 9.8 as and but totally has issue with uh, uh, I can say that is an estimate of for example the area around the planet everywhere has issue with 9.8 at least to make but that is not exactly true, and absolutely has issue with the different places to not much but that totally to make exactly feminine waves, and for example to have issue with any creation like at least with human. You can see east of this planet has issue with face something to more energetic to insert your body, and thyroid as well is not like west to be activated. As a result, we have so much, for example, with fertilizer and like this issue in east, and inversely have issue with west to be activated at least for example thyroid, and to make more because feminine issue waves has so less than east. We don't have gravity and like this, and totally is called electrophysical, and makes any type of energy force and anything to be unique at least to make any calculation of human to, for example, to have issue at least with physics. That is totally, for example, you can in anywhere with stars, with at least planets and everything, to, for example, they have not something gravity to make fix them at least planet, and as a result to turn around the sun. That is a totally issue with electrophysical, and makes the something issue with a stable at least not to to absorb, and not to for example to flee of this situation, and totally has issue with electrophysical. If we had gravity, and absolutely that needs something to make for example balance with the gravity, and absolutely we don't have this issue, and totally electrophysical. As a result, this infinity great world and any wave ha, has been produced or will be produced, and before has been had been produced, totally can be absorbed, totally can be calculated, and totally nothing to lose at least. We never have, for example, lost something to make issue for forgetting for losing and like this, at least. And absolutely any type of energy, any type of force, and anything have issue with electrophysical gravity and like this, we don't have. And that is for calculation more absolutely makes proper, more makes, for example, to uh, uh, exactly what kind of we will have issue with a real airplane, not a missile and like this, unfortunately. And many issue with zero logic, at least, basic of, I can't say science, I can't say totally science, to make infinity great, for example, to use uh, the cheapest, as you know, like hydrogen, water, and air, and like this, to make infinity great energy, like totally not impossible before, and absolutely possible with scientific issue, at least we will have. And absolutely I sure human looking for this, and totally uh, possible, totally, I can say that is nothing. For example, before, for special material, they couldn't manage this energy to be free, and to be handled. As a result, they said they couldn't mix energy, and as well. And absolutely, at least with zero, it makes energy, at least. And any has issue with to save material, to save time, and any type of, I can say, scientific will have issue with this infinity great logic software and hardware. So we don't have, for example, gravity, for example, photon by that is totally any energy has issue with electrophysics. As a result, you can to measure with infinity greater, for example, to have issue with something weight. But I again said we never will overcome to understand exactly what is your weight, space, and your thinking, and everything of creation of God has issue. Totally exactly that is. As a result, engineering book, God totally said you never, because infinity rational, and that is needs to at least handle with infinity zero. We never. But as an human, as you're struggling, absolutely makes many instrument prosper, and exactly rational, basic, not a delusion of nothing, makes something to absolutely for chaotic with energy, gravity, zero, one, by totally we will unique. With absolutely we have a place and time issue limitation, and you can, for example, imagine where with zero zero basic to grow up infinity grade, this limitation to make prosperity as well, any instrument, any things. I don't want to make it deep and absolutely physics and any issue with not delusion of nothing, Einstein, unfortunately. But I never humiliate infinity great struggling of human. Absolutely to make issue, at least to estimate 9.8 is so infinity great, but we will to make unique and make more and more affordable science, I can say. Inshallah, and that is for human to analyze, and absolutely better than me to with a little absolutely musing and makes infinity great, because we have this short time to make absolutely great more and more, and prosper more and more, and for any you can, and for any scientific issue as well as religious, totally science, and anything, Big Bang, the delusion of Astaghfirullah. I don't want to make it deep, and I will absolutely to describe. I will describe as my disability so much to explain at least more and more, and you absolutely to digest scientific more easier than before, and because no chaotic, and more and more you will enjoy, at least with infinity great religious, to have issues scientific and inversely. God bless human.